TxStampin Sharon. I have got a card for you today that came from my recent YouTube live that I did in November. I shared lots of samples on that video, and I had people say, please teach us how to make the W fold. So I'm happy to do that today. And I want you to stick with me because I have another sample to show you. If you're new to my channel, I want to welcome you. I invite you to hit the subscribe button below, and then after that, hit the notification bell. You'll be notified every time I upload a video. If you do not currently have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and would like a catalog, you can select the Contact Me button in the description box below, and I'd be more than happy to send you a catalog as long as you live in the United States. All right, guys, let's get started on the W fold. This is the card that I shared on my YouTube live the other night. And the reason that everybody went nuts is because it is a wow fun fold. It is a W. Can you see the W? Okay, so a W fold. And we're going to make this card today, but we're going to use it. We're going to make a birthday card. And then I'm going to show you one that I did as a thank you card. On this card, I did use The Greatest Part of Christmas. I absolutely love this font. It is a host stamp set. And the only way to get it is to spend $150 or more before the end of December. But I absolutely loved all of the sentiments in there for the inside, or even some for the outside, just depending on what your design is. But this is going to be a stamp set that I will use for years because I love it so much. The stamp set I'm using today is Beautiful Friendship. This could be a card for a friend, but we're going to make a birthday card. First, we're going to do some stamping because I have everything out and ready. So the first thing you want to do is you want to stamp your sentiment first in the top left-hand corner. I will go through all my measurements in just a moment after we're done stamping. I am using Poppy Parade. Love this color. And I'll tell you, I was going to use Cherry Cobbler, and I didn't like it with Cherry Cobbler. I was like, oh, it just didn't do anything for me. So I switched. Whenever I pick out colors, I try to stick to a family if I can. So these colors are in the Bold Brights. This is Poppy Parade, Granny Apple Green, and Daffodil Delight. Okay. So we're going to stamp with our Daffodil Delight. Just going to stamp a few of these. I love this stamp set because there is no right or wrong way to do it. Super fun. The thing that I always do forget though is the little center. So I'm going to do those before I move on to the leaves. I don't know why. I forget it until after I keep looking at the card going, it's missing something. All right, so now we're just going to add some leaves. So every time I stamp with the set, it looks totally different, but that is all of our stamping. So I bring this card back in. Really the only stamping we did was here and here, okay? So this time I decided, let's do more stamping. So that's why we did this first. And I decided to pull in some designer series papers, just a little bit. But something that I really feel people are missing, under each collection, there is a 6x6 pack of designer series paper. I love bold, bright colors. I purchased that when I was looking at, what all you could get. Sometimes it's just really hard to see some of this stuff. There's no picture of it, so it doesn't really like pop out. The only picture that it does show is on page 168. It shows the in colors. And then it shows it again over here. It shows the neutrals, the brights, the subtles, the regals, okay? So here it is right here. These are the patterns. They're just not with the main description of the color collection. Got it? So I'm going to give you all the measurements because I know a bunch of you are gonna wanna make this card. All right, so first of all, my Poppy Parade is 4 1/4 by 11. I'm just gonna score that in the middle at 5 1/2. We're gonna set that aside. And then I have another strip that is 1 3/4 by 11. This is the magic to the W fold. Super simple. We're going to score at 2 3/4, 5 1/2, and 8 1/4. Next, I have 4 pieces of Poppy Parade that I cut. I'm calling these my panels, okay? So my panels are 2 1/4 by 2 3/4, and there's 4 of them. I decided to stick with the same color as my card base and my W fold. And then I have designer series papers. And I also have some Whisper White. And I wanted to kind of give you different ideas. Instead of just having designer series paper on all of them, we're going to play around with some other ideas. Then I have 2 pieces of Whisper White that is 4 inches by 5 1/4. And then I have a piece of Granny Apple Green that is 4 inches also by 5 1/4. Okay. If you do like this one, you would need 3 pieces of Very Vanilla, all cut the same size, which is 4 inches by 5 1/4. So I told you we were done stamping, and that was not the truth, because I decided that I wanted to show you, what if you don't have all these fancy designer series papers? Okay, let's stamp. We love to stamp. That's what we do. Let's see. Just can do whatever we want. You're going to need tear and tape. When I first made the card, I used nail. Some of the panels fell off. So you're going to need some tear and tape. And we're going to put tear and tape here to hold our panels. Next, you're going to flip it over, and you're going to put a piece of tear and tape on the ends. You're going to burnish it really well, and then we're going to set that piece aside. Next, we're going to fold our card base in half, give it a good burnishing. You really want all of your creases as tight as they can be. So you really want to give it a good crease. We're going to add our Whisper White layers. It's funny to just put a piece of Whisper White. You're like, oh, I should put something on it. But this card doesn't give you much room for writing. So that's why this card's going to be a little bit different than the one I showed before. And it's different than the one I'm going to show you after this. Okay, so we have our layers on. You want to take, and that center piece is going to be coming up for the W. You're going to do this. And we're going to burnish. So there is our W. Perfect W, isn't it? Okay. Now, I am not going to stamp anything on the inside. If I was, I would have stamped before I attached it, but I'm not. I want to leave room for saying something, like writing a note to, I think this one's going to go to my daughter for her birthday. She'll be, she's my youngest, but it's hard to believe that my kids are growing up so fast. All right, so I've already done my burnishing. I'm just going to remove the backing with my Take Your Pick tool. That is just like, it reminds me of some of the tools in my husband's stash, because it just has so many things that you can do with it. All right, so we're going to line this up on the edge. And see how that's right in the middle. And we're just going to close our card. That's just the easiest way to do it. Let's make everything easy. So there we go. Okay. I'm going to remove these. I recommend that you make the decision, like what side are you going to use? Oh yeah, I wanted to use that side. I forgot, see? And you put the pieces underneath the mats the way you want them. Because if you use DSP, you just want to make sure that you put the adhesive on the correct side. So now we are ready to pull this in, and I'm just going to line up the bottom of my panel, and look how perfect that is. Just lines right up. If you do it, oh, no, that's kind of fun. You could alternate. But then you wouldn't have much room to write, would you? Okay, just for grins, we're going to do it just to see what happens, because I kind of like that. Okay, we're going to alternate. Let's just see what happens. Put this one up, and then this one down. Huh. Okay, now that is really cute. I do like that. What do y'all think? Oh my gosh, super fun. Okay, so, dear Lainey, I love you. Wish I could be with you at your birthday. Love, Mom. There you go. I got it covered. Okay. All right, let's finish up this card. So I told you that I have this piece is, I don't know if I told you, this piece is 3 3/4 by 5 inches, and we're going to mount it on our 4-inch by 5 1/4. Okay, what do y'all think? Oh, I think it's so cute since I did it different. I'm going to add some of the metallic pearls just to kind of give it a little bit more personal touch. And there we have it. One more birthday card done for my big family. So for my last card, I pulled out Path of Petals. I wanted to make a thank you card, and I needed a sweet sentiment. So we pulled out our Magnolia Lane Designer Series paper, and I did it like this. So I did use the Good Morning Magnolia stamp set because I just felt like my green panels were too boring. I want to tell you something though on this one. When you need to really stamp this sentiment first before you even adhere it to here. And then that's going to determine, are your panels going to fit? If your panels aren't going to fit, you may have to either trim down the panels or flip this piece of paper over and use a smaller sentiment. Make sense? This actually measures about 1 1/4 inches. So if your stamp set is bigger than 1 1/4 inches, it most likely isn't going to fit here. Now, if you really love that sentiment, you could stamp it somehow on the outside. I am so happy that y'all loved my W-fold card, original card, and I'm happy that I could teach you how to go make them yourselves. If you ever make a card like I share with you and you case it, I would love for you to post that on my Facebook page. I have a business Facebook page, and it is Sharon Armstrong, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I would love to see what you've done, especially if you do one with the W-fold. Happy stamping, y'all!